Hello, TotalBiscuit. I recently watched his video. This is really to TotalBiscuit, but it's to his fans as well. And I understood the video about his view on used games. I can understand where he's coming from. Being a PC gamer and using Steam, they'd have great deals. That's because they don't have to use the used game market. I also understand why the Xbox One and PS4 are trying to get the pre-owned market a little bit dead. So, with that being said, the pre-owned market is not good for the gaming industry. I can understand that, and hopefully you can as well. But what I don't get is why I can't see the reason why pre-ordering when you get something. This is something I've got to stress. When you get an item, let it say it's a figurine or a in-game item that could be later DLC, for all you know, to entice you to buy the game, a bad thing. What is the problem with that? It's if you're familiar with the franchise or are a big fan of the franchise and you know this game is going to be good, you know you're risking your money even if it's a franchise you know and love. Say Battlefield 4, which I'm looking forward to myself. Why is ordering it soon, making sure that you've got your copy on day one and receiving your extra item, say an extra shotgun, a bad thing? Because the company gets your money straight away. It's first day sales. Okay, day one DLC is a different matter. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. But pre-order stuff like extra ship in a strategy game or something is not bad, because the extra ship might be given to you as DLC later on in part of a pack that you don't need. It's like the Battlefield 3 Back to Carcand, which could be bought later on for the people who didn't pre-order. And with the pre-order, you got several unlocks earlier. What I don't understand is why that is a bad thing compared to used video games. Because used video games don't give any money to the creators of the actual content. Pre-orders, in most cases, give money to the actual creators of the content, and also in some cases, if there's like Games the UK games seller gives you one car, and say another store gives you a different car, but they're both going to be DLC, you've got to buy the other one later on as DLC if you want it. Why is that a bad thing? I don't understand. I really don't. I'd like to understand, because your view on pre-owned games is, I totally agree with, because pre-owned games is, none of the money goes to the developers. It's all for the person who sold you the game, aka eBay, eBay seller, GameStop, things like that. And that is actually impacting the producer with costs for management of the servers, costs for things like that. They might recoup a tiny proportion with DLC, but could be unlikely. But why is pre-owned a problem? Not pre-owned, Dumbo. Pre-purchase, pre-ordering a problem when you get a big advantage. Now, one thing I have got to agree with you on with pre-owned is you sort of, well, no, it's not pre-owned, it's day one DLC. The problem I have is that this is what I hated, because I pre-ordered Mass Effect 3 and there was day one DLC. Why am I being penalised for pre-ordering? That makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. I'd love, hey, if you want to leave a comment, anybody who wants to leave a comment and try and make me understand what is what is wrong with pre-orders if you get something. If you're pre-ordering a game because you don't get anything for it, I don't agree with that. If you get something that is in the game and it's like you get it early or you get a bonus for a while, like an XP boost, that doesn't really cost the producer much, if anything. They've already done it. So what's the problem? I don't understand. I understand your pre-order, the pre-order thing that TotalBiscuit was talking about, but I don't understand. God, flummoxing. I understand the used thing he was talking about. Used games are bad for game companies. This is why I think Tomb Raider failed in the and Hitman, most of the Konami stuff failed. No, it's not Konami. Square Enix. The Square Enix group of games failed. But why is pre-order bad? I don't understand. Could anyone who watches his channel, even the great TotalBiscuit himself, please make me understand why it is a bad thing? I can understand with used games, but why is pre-ordering a bad thing compared to that? Because the company's getting all your money. What's the problem? Thank you for taking a look at this video. It's been a response to TotalBiscuit's pre-owned games video. Thank you very much.